Thank you all for joining today for our general meeting. We typically have our general meetings on the last Monday of the month, but we thought that we thought it would be a good idea to have this meeting today in advance of early voting starting on Thursday, and also because Monday is Halloween, there might not be that might further depress attendance. So we thought we'll do that today. And yesterday was Diwali, so we wanted to. So we're holding it today instead. I'll just go over the club. I'll just breeze through the club business quickly, and then we'll go to the questions to discuss the ballot questions. Thank you to Lori Liskin, Eugene Monroe, Ward Morrow, and Claudia Koenig and Karen. So they'll go over the questions with us, the ballot questions with us, and then if others have any input or questions in they need further clarification, we can discuss them at that time. This is how these are our this is how you can get a hold of us. Our website, hocoprogressives.com. If you go to Linktree, linktree.ee/hocoprogressives, you'll see a lot of our online presence, hocoprogressives.com, our Twitter account at hocoprogress, at progresshoco, and Instagram at hocoprogressives, and of course our Gmail, progressivedems of hoco at gmail.com. We so like I mentioned, we meet the last Monday of every month, and for the reasons I mentioned earlier, we're doing our meetings today. You can sign up to be on our mailing list by going to hocoprogressives.com. We want you to join. We want you to be a dues paying member, and if you are able to, our due structure is $36 per year for individual membership, $50 per year for a member plus one, and we also have 3 to 6 months dues waiver on a case-by-case basis. You don't have to be a registered Democrat to be a member of Progressive Democrats of Howard County. We've been building our committees over the past year. We have had our International Solidarity Committee for the past year. It's led by Eduardo Rivero and Rick Cohen. Rick Cohen is here today. We have our social committee. It's being led by Lizette, and our Union Solidarity Committee is being led by Karen Emery, our club secretary, and I believe Nicole as well, Nicole Dvorak, right, Karen?
Yeah, she has said she'll help, so we'll get started on some
Okay.
stuff after the election.
Okay. And we have two ways of paying dues. One is through Venmo. You can go to Progressive Hoco by you can make the payment to @Progressive Hoco via Venmo, or mail a check to 6801 Oak Hall Lane, PO Box 6523, Columbia, Maryland 21045. We have a way we have a unique way of bringing in new members. New members are typically voted. So we have in our bylaws, we vote in according to our bylaws, we vote in new members by a majority of existing members every month. And if for your dues, if between now, if I'm not mistaken, I think, yeah, between now and the end of the year, if you make a payment to be a member, it doesn't expire. You're covered for the entire year of 2023. Treasurer's report, as of last meeting, we had $1,391.68 in our bank account, $420.85 in our Venmo. The Venmo amount hasn't changed, and our bank account, we have $1,508.82. We have, it doesn't include, this is before we take out $149.90 to purchase our Zoom account. At our last meeting, we voted in Hongling Zhu. She's a member pending payment. If she has, I don't think she's here right now. If she has sent any payment, it's not on Venmo, so it's probably in the PO box. So when we once we, if she has made the payment, then she will be officially a member. We have had people register and show interest to be members, but because we have not been able to talk to them and have them introduce themselves to our club. We have tabled voting on these new potentially new members. So I don't know if there's anyone here who is not a member who would like to be a member. Please let us know, and we can vote you in today. But for these members, for those interested that are on this list, I would propose that we continue to table the vote. So Rick, what is the process? So we tabled the votes, I think, in the last meeting. Do we just continue with that, and until we decide to
I can't remember.
Off the table?
I think, did we say tabled it, or did we postpone it to the next meeting?
I believe we tabled it until then, and we voted to table it.
Voting to table. So then, in order to pick it up, you need to take it off the table. So it needs a motion. If when you're ready to deal with membership, we take it off the table. Someone has to make a motion.
Okay, so then we can just continue to we can just leave it on the table, if that's the right language
for it. So leave it
okay,
on the table.
Leave it on the table. Okay, cool. Thanks, Rick. Okay, and I think there was a question. I think, yes, Karen, they are so the people. The question is, the names here may or may not be on our mailing list, but the people who are members are on our mailing list.
So here, what I'll do this within the next week is we need to make sure that these people are on the list. So I can make sure I can look out in MailChimp to see if they're on the list, to make sure that they're getting the emails. And if they're not,
Okay.
I can make sure we get their contact information. We update the list.
Okay. Yeah, if they're not on the mailing list, then they're probably in our email when they sent in their member interest. When they fill out the member interest form.
Right? Did Jake compile this list? Is this list from
Yeah,
last week?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
Jake would have added everybody, so I should check. I suspect they'll all be in there.
Okay. Okay. So at our last meeting, we we held our club elections. After the meeting, Jake sent out Jake sent out the form, the Google form to hold the elections. So the candidates who were on the ballot form were the names listed here, and so the results are as follows. I didn't start the meeting by introducing myself as the club president for starting from October, but so this, nevertheless, so these are the results. So for 2022-2023, the club president will be me. Vice president is Claudia Koenig. Treasurer Megan Braganca. Secretary Karen Emery, and at-large board members Kiana Folk, Tanika Richardson, and Mo Imran. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm breezing through the presentation here so that we can get to the questions. We have a couple of upcoming events. Well, the second one is not our event, but the first one is co-hosted with other groups. We're calling it myth busting on zoning and land use. It will be some people may know Lisa Markovitz. She is very active on zoning and land use issues, and very knowledgeable on a lot of the decisions made by the county council and the zoning board. And so she's offered to put a presentation that we hope that I think will be very helpful to voters as we get into the election, and just in general for people who want to participate and engage with county government. And early voting starts on October 27th. Just pull this up from the county website. These are the early voting centers. You may pull this information up from the county website as well, and we'll share it on our social media pages. And last but not least, before we go to the presentations, we for the past few months we've been encouraging people to join Progressive Maryland. We would like to be a chapter of Progressive Maryland that would allow us to have access to resources in terms of canvassing tools and other organizing tools. We recognize that being able to reach out to voters, even not during the election, not during election years, that I think would be helpful. So we want to do that. And Progressive Maryland is a bigger statewide organization, which has potential benefits. So we are encouraging people to join the Progressive Maryland state organization. If you are interested, I will put this link in the chat. Or if somebody can do that. No, never mind.
Did you get it?
Oh, are you able to do that, Karen?
I can copy it and do it if you want me to. I could just
Okay.
type it in.
Okay, cool. Okay, so before I get to the